Stop scrolling, because you've probably never seen the rarest skin in Brawl Stars. One of these skins was only available for 48 hours. Another cost over $300, and some of these disappeared over 1,700 days ago. Now here's the crazy part. Brawl Stars has been out for over 2,700 days since global launch, and if you include beta, we're talking more than 3,200 days. In that time, Supercell released hundreds of skins, but some of them, they've been gone so long, most players today have never even seen them in a real match. So today, we're ranking the 20 rarest skins in Brawl Stars in 2026. And trust me, the top 5 are on a completely different level. Drop a comment if you own any of these, because I guarantee most of you don't. Let's start. 20. Jet Ski Jackie. We're starting with Jet Ski Jackie. This was a Power League exclusive, and here's what made it rare. Most players looked at this skin and just didn't think it was worth the grind. Low demand plus brutal requirements. That combination always creates rarity, and now, there's no way to get it anymore. 19. Director Buzz. Another Power League skin, but this one hurts a bit more because it's actually one of the cleanest Buzz skins ever made. The problem? Almost nobody was grinding ranked seriously back then, so very few players unlocked it. If you see this in a lobby today, that player has been around for a long time. 18. Saloon 8-Bit Season 2, Power League. And this one had everything working against it. 8-Bit wasn't popular. The grind was tough and most players didn't even know this skin existed. That's how you create a rare skin. 17. Bellhop, Mike, Season 4, Brawl Pass. This was during a time when the player base was still much smaller, so fewer players bought the pass. And here's what makes it even rarer today. A lot of those players don't even play anymore, which means the number of active owners keeps shrinking every year. 16. Merchant Gale, Season 1, Brawl Pass. And this one has a really interesting story. Season 1 was considered terrible value, so a lot of players skipped it entirely. And that decision turned Merchant Gale into one of the rarest skins in the game. 15. Virus 8-Bit. Now we're getting into the iconic skins Virus 8-Bit. Widely considered one of the best skins ever made, last seen in 2022, and it hasn't returned since, which means every year it stays gone. Demand keeps rising. Number 14. Witch Shelly 2019 Halloween. Back then, the community wasn't really into spending money on skins yet, so most players just didn't buy her last seen in 2021, and every year without a return makes it harder to find. My 13. Calavera, Piper. Over 1,100 days without a single shop appearance, low player count at release, 80 gems felt expensive at the time, and the design was a bit divisive. All of that combined into very low ownership. Then 12. Werewolf Leon, same, 2019, Halloween set. Leon was one of the most popular brawlers at the time, which makes this skin even more recognizable today, but it hasn't returned since 2021, so now it's completely locked. 11. LATAM Master League skins. This one is different, because it's not just one skin, it's an entire set. These were tied to a regional event in Latin America. When the event ended in December 2021, every single one of these skins disappeared at once. If you weren't there at that moment, you never had a chance. Now we're entering the top 10, and from here on, these skins are either permanently vaulted, region-locked, or tied to systems that don't even exist anymore. 10. Lil Helper, Penny. From the very first month of global launch, December 2018, most players didn't like the original model, so they skipped it. It came back briefly in 2021, but since then, completely gone. Number 9. Heroine, BB Summer 2020. It did return once, which is the only reason it's not higher. But most players missed both chances, so the number of active owners today is very small. Number 8. Red Nose Nita. Another 2018 Brawliday skin, 149 gems at the time felt expensive, so most players passed. But here's the crazy part. There was one accidental release years later. Only around 600 extra players got it. That's the only time the ownership pool increased. Number 7. Red Dragon Jessie. This one is special because it was free, but almost nobody could get it. It was given during the China launch in 2020, so unless you were playing in that region, you never had access to it. Number 6. Lion Dance, Brock Lunar New Year 2019. High cost short window, and it never came back. This skin has now been gone for the majority of Brawl Stars' lifespan. Now the top 5, and this is where things get insane. Number 5, Red King, Frank and Blue King Frank, $300, each plus 15,000 Supercell ID points. Most players didn't even know this system existed. So between price and awareness, almost nobody owns these. Number 4, Brawl Oween, Rosa. You couldn't buy this skin, you couldn't grind for it. It was a random drop from a Halloween system that no longer exists, which means the number of owners is permanently locked. 3. Trixie Colette, one of the rarest Brawl Pass skins ever. It released during a time when players didn't fully trust the Brawl Pass system, and Colette was still a newer brawler. So fewer people bought it today, extremely hard to find in a match. Number 2. Star Shelly, given to players before global launch, December 2018. Over 2,700 days ago, a lot of people got it back then, but here's the real question. How many of those accounts are still active today? That number keeps dropping every year. Number 1. Challenger Colt, the rarest skin in Brawl Stars, 48 hours $5, World Championship 2020. That was the only time you could get it, and since then, it's been completely gone. No reruns, no bundles, no events, nothing. Even in the catalog, it's marked in red, which means officially, it's never coming back. So now I'm curious, which of these skins do you own? And be honest, have you ever seen Challenger Colt in a real game? Let me know in the comments.